Okie dokie. It's been a minute or two since I have recorded. I just want to pop in with a new little gear setup I've been running. Let's see what I got here. Okay. Okay, so I'm running 260s. And I was running a light bearer, but I kind of wanted to drop down the overall cost of the gear because this is for videos for noobs. The literal biggest things here are my Costa and my Fury. Those 100% cost me the most. I'm honestly probably just going to run a whip. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to run a tentacle whip. How much does it have? No. Okay, 4,000. That'll bring down the cost a little bit. And then I can run a warrior ring. No, get out of my inventory. I don't want you. Okay. Alright, that brings it down to a whole 20 mil. Honestly, this is a horribly cheap setup. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bank that too. Make this even cheaper. 12 mil. Very cheap. Honestly, if you're running those budget raids where they're like, oh, 250k setup, just stop. Don't do that. What do you want? Huh? He was trying to get a little sniff. But yeah, I wouldn't. I honestly, get some gear going. Don't start running raids if you're not prepared. I'd honestly recommend around 15, 20 mil. That way you can buy your brews, you can buy your restores, you can buy everything you need. You're not struggling to do the raid. It's not hard to go make 15, 20 mil real quick. You can do Zora for a couple hours and make that. I say couple hours. You probably spend a day there, a day or two. You want to be set up for the raid because it's endgame content. You're going to want to farm it. Just get ready and get set up for it. Don't rush yourself. I'm going to show my invocations to you guys. I run hardcore. I would recommend softcore. If you're new to it and you're not balanced out, I would 100% run softcore. Walk for it's good to have on. On a diet is very free. I personally like to leave it off because I love the bandages. I think they are wonderful. I got Lively Larva, Blowing Mud, very easy invocations. You can leave all three of these for the Croc on. Honestly, he's just super. He's the only one that's really aggravating with him is upset stomach. That gets obnoxious. And some extra points you can throw on aerial assault too, but you gotta move an extra square. It's free though. I wouldn't do overlords or medic. Those are garbage for solos. I have Feeling Special on only because I am comfortable moving very quickly on Aka's memories. I will show that in a clip here in a little while. I leave Mind the Gap on. It's free points for me because it doesn't bother me. Boulder Dash I leave off. That shit's annoying. Jungle, that's annoying. Penetration is also really nice to leave off just in case you get hit on the last phase. Your prayer doesn't get dropped. And then Ancient Haste I'd also like to leave off because it saves you a lot of eating on the obelisk. And that's where I use my bandages, is on that obelisk part. That way I'm just focused solely on DPS. But I like to leave Overclock 2 and on and Acceleration. But if you want to replace Feeling Special on a diet, free, use it. Use it to your advantage. You can run Walk the Path. It doesn't really make a huge difference in the 150s and everything. It upgrades their HP their damage and their attacks are a little faster. Deadly Prayers is usually pretty free too. Unless you take a lot of damage, and then you're going to have a bad time. But yeah, if you want to replace Feeling Special, you can just slap on a diet. And you can put Boulder Dash on. I don't recommend it. These two you can put on. Again, don't recommend it. You're saving yourself a lot of damage. But once you start getting used to the raids, you turn these on. But I'm lazy, so I leave them off. Alright. Gonna go ahead and get moving in here. I'm gonna go ahead and get to clearing, and I will see you guys here in a little bit. Kinda just wanted to show real quick where I put all my poop and stuff. Normally when I'm solo, I try to do this corner and that corner. Ugh. Oh, my defender might help me. Another cruddy thing about running this obsidian, these little guys rip you apart. It's always super helpful. The faster you can take that minion down, the better. And you may not think it's worth killing these things. It's worth it, trust me. It saves you some time. I hate to pray against these guys, but oh, they don't tickle. They're a nuisance. There's the poop again, and I'll put it here. And I will keep laying the poop here. It doesn't really matter after I kill the mage, but if you're having a really slow phase, just keep it in the corners. I could have definitely died there. Maybe. Here I'll kill both minions. I won't really worry about the scarabs. Because I want to go right back to praying range, and I don't want to be praying melee. Of course I get the proc and it's a 45, that's really depressing. And if you don't feel safe rocking this low of HP, don't. It's not going to hurt you to brew up a little bit here. Alright, easiest part. Let's see if I can get away with taking that down. They're hurting. I'm not gonna make it through that. I was hoping. Probably would have got wombo comboed, knowing my luck. And here, I'll just drink the rest of my potion and drop them. I always go power. Salts are your best friend. When your stats are doo-doo like this, salts are 110% your best friend. That's why, if you noticed, I did not take burst runes at all. I took barrage runes, and I took some soul runes for blood barrage, because salts, even when the timer runs out, the buff remains. So your magic and everything is still boosted, which is really nice, because then you can move straight to the monkey room. That was bad timing. But you can move straight to the monkey room. It's no time wasted. You're already potted. You can literally just barrage instead of bursting. I was using burst runes before, and I felt really stupid because I watched my magic not go down at all. But yeah, I'll meet you guys at Akka here in a second. This is going to take me a minute. Alright, I'm going to get a quick little start up here on Akka. I'm going to go ahead and brew back up. I took a little damage just being lazy. Akka is where I either waste a lot of supplies, or I get lucky and don't really waste anything. But I'll go and pray melee. Pot, first of all. If you're running full mystics like this, your hits with magic are literally garbage. Like, it's awful. I'm gonna take that off. I normally just throw that up in case he's too close and you get smacked and it hurts. Sweet. Moving on. That was random. I guess I just took forever. Oh. It's like, why are my hits so bad? Alright, this is where it gets fast. Once you get used to it, it's really pretty easy. I was a little too quick there. Yeah, jumped the gun just a little there. That's okay. As long as my blowpipe spec hits, I'll be alright. And I don't spec him ever. That's what I'm talking about. That was a pretty decent spec. White, yellow, white, yellow. That was a little slow there. Usually hate getting hit by the white, it slows you down so much. That's surprising. You gotta be careful when you get turned black on the extra memory or the faster memory. It spawns two tiles in front of you. So I walk this way and there's one spawned in front of me. It keeps you from running around a lot. As you can tell, the whip's really not that bad here. White, red, white, red. I honestly really like this invocation just because it speeds this fight up a little bit. So overall, it's a really slow fight. Especially when you hit zeros all the time. Ugh. These hits. Straight doo-doo. Now here I am gonna drink up. Now I see a lot of people pray redemption, which I think is a little silly. I feel like you save a lot of damage done to you if you just pray mage. Just don't see a real point in the whole redemption thing. Maybe I'm crazy. I hate this phase. It gets so hectic. That's why I save to full. Because that always gets super close. And this is where... So that smelling salt's going to run out at some point here. But my magic is still going to stay boosted. You can have pretty low magic and still run barrage runs because it's going to stay. I thoroughly recommend using it. If I hit anything. And I'll keep my melee gear on and just pray mage. Everything else usually doesn't hit me very hard. And I'll just go about clearing. Always focus the baboons. I said baboons, I meant shamans. Alright, on to the final phase. With a dragon crossbow, this takes forever. Honestly hate doing this for the dragon crossbow. And yes, you can enter the tiles. It's like a tick or two early. You want to make sure it attacks before you start running though, so hit and then go. You'll get used to the pattern if you actually do it. Or not. There's 100 though. Do them. And like to stay extra high here. No matter what. You're safe, but it's just good to stay high HP. A little late on that. Nope, you pay attention. This phase is honestly like the easiest part of the raid once you get used to doing it. I honestly fear Akka more than I fear this final phase. Really need to get a good special weapon. Just don't know what I want. It's all a matter of what you can afford. Well, I'm clicking. Went AFK walked way too long earlier. I'm not even gonna make my time anymore. It's fine though. It's not gonna make a difference. Alright, I'm gonna swap over to the blowpipe here. Go ahead and drink that. I like to drink my adrenaline before the final phase hits. That way you're not trying to find it. I'll even click a bandage right now. Pot it back up. And get ready. Here comes the fun. Keep an eye on the floor. Floor's your friend. You should honestly stand over here. That way you can keep track of what attacks are coming while you're looking at the floor at the same time. Once you get real good at it, you just don't really take any damage. Be helpful if I could do damage. Hate having such doo-doo range. Not gonna get that. Thank you. Easy money. Now we just pray for a purple. Give me something. Nothing. Give me a gem. And I'll take it, but I don't want it. Oh well. We'll try again.